And this team is playing so well right now. You can tell they love being on the floor together. It's great chemistry, and of course, it's translating into wins.
Well, you can feel it. When you're on a winning streak like this, it just builds upon itself. The trick is not to get overconfident.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Here's Holmgren. The putback. Here's Hartenstein. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Boston foul.
Well, Graham, we're deep into the season now. For teams who will miss the playoffs, where are their heads at?
For BA, first of all, it's a chance for some of the others to show out. Their focus should be on finishing strong. And realistically, you start planning for the offseason. But there are still games left to play.
Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
3 points.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, BA.
And Allie, thanks.
Jason Tatum.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And yep, it's good.
From Luke
Yeah, the strong focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Kick out to Brown. Over Williams. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And currently his numbers are incredible, averaging almost 33 a game. Pass to Williams. Here's Dort. Rebound Boston.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Left side Tatum. For 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Timeout for
But when you
Oklahoma
have a
City.
guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And the Thunder call time here. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Thunder trail by 7. Wallace, right side. Pass to Caruso. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, Caruso is a very solid passer. He's able to recognize where there are gaps in the defensive coverage.
Now here's Horford.
Al Horford.
He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Joe. 7-point differential. Wallace's shot is good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the middle. Walsh. Out to Horford.
Torrey Craig.
When Horford has the ball, he
Assisted by
typically makes the right decision.
Al Horford.
That's a great pass.
Here's Joe. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Inside. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
And Pritchard, here we go.
Oklahoma City foul.
Count it.
They're
First
finding
personal
ways
foul.
to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the night here. Thunder trail by 7. Wallace with it. Outside Joe. And they recover it. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Boston out in front. They're up 7.
The Celtics, 19.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Man, they're just
First
having
team
their
foul.
way, bullying the other team in the painted area.
At the line
Losing
for the
their
Celtics.
will down there whenever they want.
And coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
From 10 feet away. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Kick out to Brown. Pass to Porzingis. To the paint. 5 to shoot. Tatum. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 11-point game. It's Dort on the wing. Launches a 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Pass to Tatum. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
First personal foul.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Shooting for Boston.
You know, Graham, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Holmgren. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on White.
First team foul.
And, you know, when you have the size and skill of a guy like Chet Holmgren, you're going to draw fouls.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Outside, Williams. Back to Hartenstein. Porzingis grabs the board.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
White looking it over. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Down low. And stolen by Williams. Here's Holmgren. Rebound Boston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
And it seemed that not a lot went right for them. Plenty of standing around on the offensive end, and their D couldn't make up for it.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game. On both ends of the floor, the coach is going to have some choice words for him after that one.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Cornette with the bucket. Cornette's got his first bucket in this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
4 on the clock. Horford.
Luke Cornette.
Cornette with the bucket. Cornette's got his second basket.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Celtics lead by 17. Pass to Horford. Here's Cornette. Drives to the hoop. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 54 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Wallace. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They keep going back to the same person expecting a different result. He hasn't scored the entire period.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Horford. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And it's Joe penetrating. Up and in on the layup. Joe's got 6.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Here's Craig. 2 points. That one goes. And the Celtics lead by 17.
First half with a score.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
20.
Celtics out in front, leading by 17. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
Celtics foul.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kickability.
You have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Holmgren inside. Second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Porzingis has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Gordon for three. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by White. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from 14. Here's Holmgren. No good. A bit long that time.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Pass to Brown. The kick to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. The Thunder pull it in.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Outside, Williams. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here's Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 20.
Yeah, no question, Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holiday grabs the miss. Boston leading by 21. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
2 minutes.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. And that one hits the back iron.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Off target with the three. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Porzingis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's Porzingis.
Porzingis has got his second basket on the night.
Now coming for the Thunder.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
Wallace with a double team. Back to Pritchard. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. Pritchard's got 5 now.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Shot to stop the run. Wiggins, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Craig, no good. Jacks up a 3. Horford pulls it in. Here's Walsh. And so it's
In
Boston
the third quarter with the score.
up 25 big ones.
21. The Celtics.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's Wiggins on the wing. Outside Joe. Pass to Caruso. It's stolen by Holiday. The kick to Tatum. From outside the arc. Wiggins for three. Holiday grabs the miss.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
First personal foul.
Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses, but the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Looking to get back on track. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
For three, Porzingis. And the Celtics another three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
It's Dort on the wing. They get it back. Here's Holmgren. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots. Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Outside Holiday. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Well, this is the thing about Holiday. He keeps coming at you.
And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Dort for three. And the three-pointer goes.
This is their plan in the second half, to try to use the three-point shot to shrink this deficit.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort.
Second
That's foul number 2 for him.
13 foul.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Yep, that one goes.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
To the inside. Knocked loose. White with a steal. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
They put the ball in the air, and all Porzingis has to do is hop up and get it.
2 minutes
Nicely
remaining in the
done.
game. 2 minutes.
Offensive board. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Hartenstein.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Tips it.
Jaylen Brown.
Great positioning on the putback. Brown's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Remarkable hustle on the glass by Brown. He earned that second chance scoring opportunity. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And stolen by Hartenstein.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And you have to like how they played this year. 55 wins in total.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Dort for three. Buries it from three.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
Pass to Hauser. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Hauser. On the take.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Second personal foul.
The first one falls.
First team foul. At the line for the Celtics.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics.
Boston ball.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
That's the end of the game.
Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory.